today there is a sign of hope for human rights, and there is a sign of hope for the oppressed Uyghur people in China. Because today I had the honor to read a statement on the fate of the Uyghurs on Hong Kong in the Third Committee of the General Assembly. And we are very proud that in comparison to last year, we increased the number of countries that supported the statement from 23 in last year to 39 this year in 2020. And this is a group where, on the one hand, we increased the number of countries from the European Union from 13 to 20, but at the same time, the statement that I had the honor to read today was a cross-regional statement with countries from all over the world joining in. And this is a clear signal that the concerns about the Chinese policy towards the Uyghur minority in Xinjiang, that this concern is growing and it is a worldwide concern. And when I give you the numbers, this doesn't mean that having more numbers is an objective in itself. To have 39 countries sends a signal to China, and with this signal we combine our demand and request that China close the detention camps in Xinjiang, that China stops tearing down mosques and religious sites, that China stops forced labor, and that China also stops forced birth control. Thank you very much. Let me add, I would like to add, of course, that this was a joint work, and I would like to especially thank Jonathan Allen, the ambassador from UK, who read the statement last year. UK and Germany and a good group of like-minded friends worked together in achieving this wonderful outcome today. Jonathan.
Thank you, Christoph. The UK has been concerned about the situation in Xinjiang for some time and been speaking out about that situation for some time. And today's statement builds on our grave human rights concerns in Xinjiang and in Hong Kong. And it builds on the previous statements. And I, like Christoph, am pleased to see that a growing number of countries have joined the list of those concerned by what is happening. And at the same time, we've seen fewer countries willing to speak out on the other side. Christoph said a number of things about the fate of the Uyghurs in Xinjiang province. The United Kingdom is extremely concerned by reports of up to 1.8 million people detained without trial, seemingly simply on the basis of their religion, and of reports of forced sterilization, of forced birth control. And we need to see Michelle Bachelet, the High Commissioner for Human Rights, able to visit Xinjiang without hindrance and freely. Where in Hong Kong, the imposition of the national security law is a serious breach of the legally binding Sino-British Joint Declaration. It violates Hong Kong's high degree of autonomy, and it directly threatens rights and freedoms. It's being implemented with the apparent intention to eliminate dissent. And it's precisely because we recognize China's role in the world that we expect China to live up to its international obligations and its international responsibilities. There must be respect for international law and for human rights, which are universal in all countries. So we call on China to reconsider its approach. James.
Could I get a question to both of you? The first question, are you aware of the Chinese putting pressure on countries not to sign up to your list?
So countries do report to us a significant amount of pressure, including threats around economic cooperation from China if support is not given. For our part, what we try and do is simply to set out to countries the facts of the situation